Today we're going to be talking about the signs and symptoms of type 1 diabetes. So these are signs and symptoms that you need to look out for because they could indicate type 1 diabetes. Hello everyone, it's Danica and welcome back to my channel. If you don't know me, I'm a type 1 diabetic gym rat who talks about all things relatable in the diabetes world. So make sure to like and subscribe for more diabetes content. Also make sure to check out my website for a bunch of different diabetes resources to help you alongside your diabetes journey. Today we're going to be talking about the signs and symptoms of type 1 diabetes. So these are signs and symptoms that you need to look out for because they could indicate type 1 diabetes. Know what type 1 diabetes is. Basically, with type 1 diabetics, our pancreas just doesn't produce insulin like a normal person, so we have to manually inject it through needles or pumps. Type 1 diabetes used to be known as the juvenile diabetes, but however, in recent years, a lot of people in their 20s and 30s have actually been getting diagnosed with type 1 diabetes, so it is no longer known as the juvenile diabetes. So with that being said, you can get diabetes at any age. I was diagnosed at the age of 7, but my boyfriend was diagnosed at the age of 21, which is kind of crazy. Now, these symptoms don't always indicate type 1 diabetes, but it is good to just check out if you are experiencing any of them because it's better with type 1 diabetes to catch it sooner rather than later. I know far too many people who have gotten super sick from their diabetes not being diagnosed immediately. Like they ended up in a coma. We don't want that to happen. We do not want that to happen. Thankfully for me, I was able to catch it quick enough where I wasn't in a coma. I just had to go to the hospital for, I think it was like 4 days out of the week, and I got to go home at night, which was really great. But yeah, if you are experiencing any of these symptoms, make sure to go get checked out because it is so much better to be safer rather than sorry. But yeah, let's begin. The first symptom to look out for is frequent urination, as in like you're peeing a lot. I remember when I was first diagnosed, I was going to the bathroom like every 15 minutes, and that was crazy. And as a 7-year-old, I was sleeping, but then I would also go pee, if you know what I'm saying. So yeah, that's a very, very big sign of potential type 1 diabetes, as your blood sugar when you're diagnosed with type 1 diabetes is usually really high, and frequent urination is a symptom of high blood sugar, which is also a symptom of type 1 diabetes. All right, number 2 is you're constantly thirsty and constantly hungry. I know when I was first diagnosed, I was drinking so much water as a 7-year-old. It was insane. 99.9% of the time, I was craving like really sugary things. So whether that was a really sugary drink or a really sugary food, I was drinking juice like there was no tomorrow. I would whip it out of this fridge and just start chugging it. Oh, it tasted so good. And again, feeling very thirsty is of course correlated with high blood sugar. Don't ask me the science behind it because I'm just here to let you know what the symptoms are. I'm not here to explain the science, babe. I got a C+ in science, so that says a lot. So with what I just mentioned, you also feel very hungry. But here's the catch. You're probably going to be losing weight. That's the thing. Kind of crazy. I know, how ironic. So you're eating so much food, but you're losing weight. How does that make any sense? Type 1 diabetes. It doesn't. When I was 7 years old, I had actually lost 8 pounds, which is a lot of weight for a 7-year-old to lose. Okay, I didn't know, but my parents obviously knew, and they knew that that was a problem. So they took me in to get checked, and sure enough, type 1 diabetes. And the next sign to look out for is you're really irritable and really moody. Like you are a cranky little munchkin. You are cranky. High blood sugar makes you have these mood swings like freaking crazy. And I remember being 7 years old and having this stank attitude because I was so cranky all the time because my blood sugar was high. Because my blood sugar was high. And another symptom is feeling very tired and feeling weak. I remember when I was 7 years old, I wanted to sleep all the time because I was so dog tired. I was so dog tired. I was tired all the time. I wanted to sleep for like 16 hours a day. And I was really weak, which was weird because I was a really active kid and I was pretty strong at the age of 7. Like, I mean, if you know me, you know me now that I'm an absolute tank. But I was really strong at the age of 7, and all of a sudden I was super weak and super tired all the time, and I didn't have any motivation to do anything. And so my parents were like, this is odd. So of course they got me checked out, and as mentioned previously, type 1 diabetes. And then last but not least, another sign and symptom to maybe look out for is blurry vision. I have terrible eyesight as it is, but something that a lot of type 1 diabetics experience is their vision just goes super fuzzy and super blurry. And like you might think, oh, they just have really bad vision. A lot of times it can actually be a sign of type 1 diabetes. Again, I don't know the science behind it, so don't ask, but I do know that it can be a symptom. And even nowadays, I know when my blood sugar goes really high, it feels like it's harder to see. You know, like I know other type 1 diabetics will know what I mean, but it feels like it's harder to see. Like my vision just gets so blurry and it's not a good time. So yeah. But yeah, if you know anybody who might be experiencing any of these symptoms, or if you yourself are experiencing these symptoms, just go get checked out. Just go get checked out. Or if you know somebody who has a blood sugar meter, ask them to use it and see what your levels are. Because a normal blood sugar level should be between 4 and 6. And if you have type 1 diabetes, it'll be anything over that. So yeah, if you know someone with a blood sugar meter, ask them to use it. It never hurts. Yeah, that's it for this video. I know that this was a quick video today, but I just figured that this would be really important to get this out on social media just so more and more people can be aware of the signs and symptoms of type 1 diabetes. So yeah, let me know in the comments what's something that you experienced when you were undiagnosed with type 1 diabetes. And yeah, make sure to like and subscribe so I can keep posting diabetes content for you guys. And make sure to follow all of my social media channels because I love your guys' support so much and I appreciate you guys more than anything. But yeah, I hope this video was helpful and I will see you guys in the next one.